nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Buffaloes will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Morrow. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Rides to the back. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Still looking to his right. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. They're all over him. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Look out! He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Keeps it on first down. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He's going to run it. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's got the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Still looking. Looking down the left side. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
They'll run it. It's Overton. Fights off a defender. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Fires to the end zone. Picked off. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Johnson. Oh my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. They're backed up just a little. First and 10 from their own 19. Fresh center down's going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling right and going deep. Leaping grab for a big gain.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Keeps it moving, it's Morrow. He's got the first down. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He's going to take a chance from, and the ball is loose on the return. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete on the left to Williams. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Welch. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too,
runs it into the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the third interception of the night.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Oh, pressure's coming. On the move, he fires. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll try to get it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to touch.
Gotcha. That's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to power it in. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. No huddle offense to the line. To the air, it's Baker. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? He's stopped.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A long way to go on fourth and goal. Looking to throw. Under pressure. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the run, it's Morrow. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the right. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of this drive. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moving the pocket, it's Baker. Rushes on. Just not enough on that one.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The run inside. It's Welsh. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They punt it away on 4th down. On the return. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wants to throw on 1st. He's looking deep. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And we are headed into halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 14 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's Kentucky sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more...
It's a running room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Taylor wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. Flies to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Ready. Wide 80. Wide 80. Sees a crease across the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bucs!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Buffaloes want to move quickly.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He's got great speed. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Going for it all. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On the move, it's Morrow. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last, but pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Sends it downfield. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hayes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Right side, it's Sanchez. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and a nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with. It's a really good timing between those two on the play.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Got a first down. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
139 Albatross.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Rush right in his face. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out wide left, it's Morrow. Turns it on at midfield. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Got some green grass. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Left side is Welch. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on fourth down. He wants to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And you still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide right, it's Armstrong. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Using his legs, it's Morrow. There's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Baker. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Hit as he throws, and he avoids the sack.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. this. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Wants to throw it. Look out! Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Dropping back, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of that one.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Unloads it left. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him first and goal. And the Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. Under pressure. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. No need to go Joe Pisarcik, Larry Zonka here, Jesse. Just take the snap and kneel.
Don't need to be old school, although I do like the old school kneel play here. That is true. You just got to force your opponent to use their 1 timeout, and you've got this thing in the bag.
Yeah, and you can see on the sidelines, they're excited. They're celebrating this. They know this is over if the offense just takes care of the football.
Drops back on first down. Finds his tight end. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Texas A&M going quickly. They're still firing away even with this lead. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.